I can't even say that quote. Gosh
What?
darn it.
Oh, because it's Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
In
too.
between the last recording and this one, you watched the entire show.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't even watch it between the recordings. I watched it. I started it Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in case of
And then
you, the
finish it.
listeners don't know,
Oh, you've been recording?
Hunter binged the entirety of Attack on Titan
Oh yeah.
And I-
since the last time we
3 days.
recorded.
And I've got one coming up, so stay
Yeah,
tuned for that.
I started on like Monday and then I finished it yesterday.
Did they attack on
It
them?
was they attacked on a lot.
Yeah, I loved when the Titans showed up and said it's attacking time.
Yeah.
It was so great.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna survive. We're gonna
my
have to attack on Titan.
Yeah.
My favorite Titan in the show was definitely Big Nose, Big Eyes. He's
Yeah.
he's a pretty cool Titan. He's a one-off character though.
It's Titan, not Pal.
Yes, yeah.
That's all I can
But
think of.
yeah, I think he was a pretty cool character. He was
Pretty
like kind of
cool.
one-off. Kind of made me sad because I only had him for one episode. Low-key, stupid as heck. They should have had him for more episodes.
Isn't there only like 99 episodes?
There's 80.
There's 100 in total.
thinking
Yeah.
100 in total, but there's...
Yeah.
Because I'm on Crunchyroll.
But the
seeing-
other episodes are like there's specials, and I'm gonna say here if you watch Attack on Titan, which I feel like you are,
I will.
watch the specials.
Yeah.
Or like the specials at the end of season 4 because oh my
Dude,
gosh,
ever since Invincible, I've been like on I want to watch another TV show.
they add
Yeah.
so much more to the ending, and I felt so much.
This show has so many
Better.
plot twists too. It's just like
That's
it-
what I
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so
like.
crazy.
That's what I like.
It's so good.
So I have some small. This is something that's been brewing for a while now. I
Yeah.
don't think I've talked about it as much, but
I think you need to watch
I
it.
think the countdown's at. I'm gonna check real quick.
Oh, Delton, but
Yeah.
like you need to watch it so I
No,
can
I
talk
will.
about it because
Well,
I'm in like a constant
I
of
know.
wanting to talk about it, but I can't say anything.
So the countdown right now is at. So in 12 days, Delta and 3 and 4 comes out. After how many years? It would have been like 2021 was when Chapter 2 came out. So whatever that amount of time equates to, it has been a long time coming. I'm gonna buy some decorations for my basement. Me and my siblings are gonna get a theory paper.
That's crazy. That was 2022. We did that hangout.
Wait, what?
Wow.
No. It was the first year we did it. It was sooner.
I was like, no, we did not because we did
The
it in
game it came
2024.
out in 2021.
Oh,
but
okay.
but it was a few years before.
Yeah.
Because it was
on
either
my radar.
2023 or 2020. No, it was 2023.
It was the first. It was 2023 because that was
Yeah.
the first year. Anyway, so we have a big piece of paper that we're gonna hang on our wall. We're gonna write down all our theories and we're gonna check them off during the game, like
Yeah,
if you're right or wrong.
because it wasn't that long before we started, or after we started the podcast.
It was one of the first hangouts we did.
Yeah.
Man, and it sucks because you guys haven't been like I've forgotten about it since then. I
I'll-
almost wish I had done it like later.
I'll have
you know?
to do some kind of recap or
Well,
something.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I also don't know if the group, unless you have. I was thinking about the group hangout thing, but I don't know if it's gonna work out. We'll have to see. I mean, it all depends if you guys. I don't know why am I yelling right now? It all depends if you guys have Thursday. It depends if you guys have Thursday, June 4th free. You're fine to come down whenever, but it's
You're
really,
fine to game down to my house whenever
it's,
you
it's
want.
really open. Like
Well-
I don't have anything planned. I'm just if you want to come and hang out and do voices for a little bit, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's
I'll think of
this is probably the biggest video game related thing that's happened to me ever.
Gato.
Nice.
Gato.
Got that.
Gato.
That's a cat. That means cat in Espanese.
Wait,
Spanish.
gato means cat in Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
And I just showed a cat. Oh my gosh, Lee.
Well, they didn't know. I was telling them.
Yeah.
My dogs got a haircut,
They got
and I don't even recognize them anymore.
a haircut.
Yeah, I don't. Even
What
know.
an L.
I don't even know them anymore. They're
Yeah.
like different dogs.
Yeah.
Dude, I called him George, and I was like,
This doesn't
"That's
feel
not
right.
George." It is George.
Yeah.
So weird.
Who is this creature
Yeah,
in
Who
my
is,
house?
who is this man named Jorge?
Jorge.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch my mic, so I'm gonna just move my body instead.
Yeah. Austin
is
has
this
some small
Jorge?
talk.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Well,
So
it's your turn, so you're allowed to go ahead
yeah,
and say the small talk you want to say.
That's what I'm doing. Anyways, so last time I talked about Sophie and I were going to be playing a bunch of like games and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And we have. So I'll go through each one and say how much we like them. So first off, I'll talk about Phasmophobia because I feel like that was like the biggest one we were interested in
still
playing.
gotta figure that out.
And sadly, Phasmophobia is probably the most disappointing one.
What?
The
Again.
game, I know you said it's Wars with two people, but I know two people that play it all the time with two people, and they have a blast. But according to them, so first off, the problem we were having is that nothing like stuff doesn't happen.
Oh yeah, I know
In
what
the
you're talking
game?
about. I've had that happen so many times.
Stuff is just doesn't happen.
So okay, I'll explain to you. So the clock that's inside the I don't know if you know this yet, but the clock that's inside of the trailer or the truck thingy,
yeah.
that's a timer for how long. That's a grace period. So the ghost does not do anything for those 5 minutes. So if nothing happens for well, technically things do
See?
happen for 5 minutes. They can't. Well, sorry, they just don't hunt for those 5 minutes.
That makes sense.
The lesson
but-
here is don't judge a game based on its
'Cause-
unless you understand everything.
Because I've had a
Well,
lot
I
of
said that really
times
well.
where because me and my friends when
Can
we
you
played it,
deactivate that? Like that seems kind of dumb.
the timer gets shorter the higher like rank you go.
okay.
Well, not like rank, but like
I guess you can get like set
higher
up and
multiplier thingy. Like there's
Markiplier.
no, there's like veteran and stuff like that. There's
Right,
like
right.
there's like beginners and stuff like that. But yeah, that's how it works. There's not much stuff that happens. Well, you can get everything that happens in the grace period because I've had multiple games where me and my friends have just like got everything done within the 5 minutes before the ghost actually hunted. But the grace period, it doesn't hunt until the grace period.
I'd consider giving it another shot because it's a really cool game.
So we've given it a few different shots, and that would make sense as to adding to the problem. But we have played for we'll do it for 20 minutes, and just we can't get anything to happen, and it's just
like
really
in
weird.
game, you'll be in there for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
You might have gotten a lot of shy ghosts then.
maybe
Because there's ghosts that just won't hunt you.
Dude, the
at all.
first
Really won't
ghost that
hunt you.
Mark got, like, it was crazy.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, because according to our friends that also play the game, which is 2 people, they said ever since the game had a big update that a lot it's slowed down a lot.
Oh man, that's why.
I don't know.
I don't know when that.
It was
update
such a good
happened.
loop.
Yeah,
Because whenever I played, it was always so.
because the hunts are one thing, but we can't get in any evidences because nothing will happen.
Yes, that's
Well-
what I mean. Like, what's the point of that? What is a grace period supposed to do? Like,
Well, because the ghost will
it's so you
come
can find the
after you,
ghost
you know?
room.
right, but what's the function of it? Like, what?
Find the ghost room so you can
Yeah.
collect evidence. Basically, there's certain evidences that you can only get when the ghost hunts.
Well, isn't
Yeah.
wait, I know that, but isn't the part of the fun just like
Yes, but
hunting for the ghost room while the ghost is also hunting you?
Yes, but if you have a ghost that just instant kills you the second you walk in the house, that's really boring. Because
Oh,
if you have
yeah.
there's such things as called as demons,
There's
which the most what's aggressive ghost in the game is a demon.
Yeah.
and it will if you walked in the house and you got a demon, you're instantly dead.
That's weird.
There's ways you can just not have them, but you have to be on really high multipliers or whatever.
That's weird. It's changed a lot then since
Yeah,
Mark played it. I
well,
think.
because apparently it was the update when they added the shop or whatever that they slowed down a lot of what
Because-
the ghosts do, their activity.
There's a lot of stuff you have to use. There's dots. There's
Yeah.
Yeah.
like EMF. Make
seen
sure you
all
have
that
EMF on because I've had times where EMF is a really weird thing that if you swap away from EMF, even if it's turned on, if you swap to a different item in your inventory,
Yeah.
it just instantly shuts off EMF. So you might have issues with that. So if you aren't finding any EMF anywhere, that might be an issue.
Yeah,
I don't even notice it half the time.
We're definitely not giving up on it. We're still gonna try. Try.
You're gonna
again.
get that one time where you play it, and it's gonna be the best scary thing.
And I do intend on watching Mark's playthrough because maybe that'll inspire me.
It really is.
It's-
That one is
get into it.
nonstop action.
Yeah.
Mark Thompson.
You just
got to
get lucky. Eh?
Yeah,
When
I'm
it gets
just
to Mark
I'm just
Thompson.
hoping that
so
we can.
the best ghost they have, I think it's Mark Thompson or something like that, because every time you say the ghost's name, they get upset. Well, Bob and Wade kept saying Mark because they were talking to Mark, and so
that's
that was
true.
the most memorable one for me. I
Yeah.
can remember from watching.
Also, the grace period starts as soon as you open the door.
Ah.
The second you open the door, that's when the grace
Right,
period
okay,
starts. When it starts
Interesting.
down.
Well, I'm sorry that didn't work out. Hopefully,
No, it's okay.
Hopefully, it
we,
gets better.
We had plenty of other games that did work out a lot better.
Let's hear 'em.
Actually, we tried Lethal Company,
Oh yeah.
and
Ooh, that one's fun.
it was all right. But there's another game I'm going to talk about where it's kind of the same exact premise,
Yeah.
except I feel like it's done a lot
It's because
better.
it came later.
Yeah, so Lethal Company, it was all right. We only played it once or twice. We played Escape the Backrooms.
Oh, yeah.
That one was really
I
fun.
love that game.
I
I want to play it.
We haven't played it again after we played it for a while because there's another game that we've just been playing nonstop
yeah.
because it's so fun. But Escape the Backrooms is a really good game. And then the one that we've been playing, is Repo.
Yes,
It
I
is
love that game.
so good.
Is
This
it-
game is phenomenal.
I haven't played in so long
Is
since
that
I've
the
had anyone
one-
to do anything with.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Content Warning, where like you're
Oh,
recording.
that one's pretty fun.
I forgot
too.
about that game.
Yeah. Is Repo? What is Repo?
Repo's the new one.
It's where you go into the house, like there's different houses and stuff that you go into, and you have to repossess like items in the house for money and collect like a bunch of money.
Oh,
It's
so
the one where you're like
it's not scary.
no,
Oh,
it
it's
is.
horrifying.
It's
Oh,
pretty
it- oh,
scary,
really?
but it has like a silly kind of art style
Yeah,
and
I've
like
seen
whole
it.
style to it. It's the one where like your character's head like actually flaps up and down
Yeah.
when
My
you talk.
favorite-
It's so fun.
I like that kind of
It's-
stuff. That's cool.
There's an Omni-Man and Invincible mod. There's like so many different mods. Where
Oh,
you can have,
really?
like your characters look like certain characters.
See,
It's so cool.
This is why like we played Lethal Company, which is almost exactly the same
Yeah.
premise, but I just feel like Repo has such a better feel to it, a
Yeah,
better
it's because
style.
I feel like Lethal Company is kind of like they took what Phasmophobia did and kind of made it like a very unique gameplay like thing, and then other games like Content Warning and Repo like just kept expanding on the concept, right?
Yeah, and I feel like Lethal Company definitely takes itself a lot more seriously than
It does,
Repo
it
does,
does.
because Repo has like
And there is a lot of lore with there's some kind of like story with Lethal Company I haven't never done.
Yeah.
Repo, when you die, you have to fight your friend for King of the Losers.
yeah,
King of the
it's pretty
Losers.
funny. It's
That's
like a
cool.
whole arena thing. Now that being said, we both love this game. But oh my gosh, is it frustrating? And there are some huge problems that they need to fix.
Really?
Like the enemies, for one, are so overpowered.
Yeah.
Like incredibly. Like some of them are fine. They're completely. I actually like them. I think they add to the game. And then some of them, like you know, Hunter, the shotgun dude. He is insane.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
I was playing this game with my friend one time,
Uh,
and I was hiding underneath a table, and the shotgun guy is walking through. My friend either laughs, coughs. It was Christian White.
Haha.
And he either laughs, coughs, or something. And the second he does that, boom! I'm the one who dies, not my
No.
friend. I get
no,
killed.
Seriously, the timing we played last night, and the timing of this was insane. We were both walking through the house, and we already knew we had seen the shotgun guy already in this
Yeah.
run, and we were like,
I haven't played this game now.
we were talking about like, you know, maybe we should just quit out and reload it so we don't have to face the shotgun guy. And I literally said word for word, no, I think we'll be. And then he shows up instantly, kills me.
Yep.
It,
That's how it goes.
yeah, and it was just.
They should put a thing in those kinds of games where it's like if you say if you say we'll be fine, then all the enemies come and get you. Or
Yeah.
something like
Well,
that.
have you encountered Clown Shoes guy?
Yeah, I think we've encountered all the
Laser
monsters.
boy.
Yeah, he's not the worst. He's kind of one of the easier ones to deal with, in my opinion. He's just really freaky looking.
PC only.
Yeah.
It's only on PC.
It's such a good game.
I know it
though.
looks.
I wanna-
good.
I wanna play it
those kinds of
again.
Games with you guys because like I don't have anyone else to play games with other than myself.
My issue is I haven't played the game in so long since the other people that I've been playing with. The last time we played, our game was glitched. Like every single time we died, we didn't go to the losers thing, so we couldn't reset. So we just sat there at the
Oh, yeah.
at like three at the three, like the third time we've beat the game or something, like they beat the level
Yeah.
thingy. And we just got so bored because we just never got to restart at one.
Yeah.
You know what? The thing to remember about Lethal Company is that Mark's series is really good, but it got really, really funny when they started adding mods. Like that's when it got really good.
Yeah.
But that also is a testament to like the game is better with more, you know.
Right.
Like the one I really like was that there was a fake fire exit.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the one
yeah.
that kills you
They
instantly.
didn't tell Mark about it, and
Yeah.
Mark was like I'm leaving because he got scared. He was like, I'm leaving. I'm getting out. I'm going out the fire exit, and then
Yeah.
he got eaten. And he
Yeah.
okay. Anyway, we can talk about those games
Yeah.
forever. They're pretty cool, even though I haven't played them.
Yeah.
But it's this is gonna be really frustrating to me.
What's wrong?
I didn't set my microphone before this, and I don't want to touch it.
No, don't worry about it. It'll pick up your voice just fine.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's not centered.
Yeah, it's
like
fine. Just don't worry about it.
askew.
This
Cry
is good
about it.
practice.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay. So we're gonna my episode.
Yeah.
Where did it? My episode.
Yep.
It's Luke's
so
episode.
this is
Oh wait, did he say Moral Compass?
so. What?
Never mind. You're talking about doing a Moral Compass.
Well, okay. Well, so it's gonna be Moral Compass, but it also might be. I haven't decided yet if that's like really what we might do something different. It depends on what actually it depends on what you guys want. But I have a list here of Batman villains because I've been playing the Batman.
Oh.
The Batman. 'Cause I've been playing
I think
Arkham.
you're
I
talking
almost
about-
finished Arkham City.
I thought you were talking about doing that your next
No,
episode.
this episode.
Ah, okay.
And
So
I think that
do
the
remember
Batman game. So like, what's really there's a specific villain that really enraptured me. Maybe want to like explore, but like You know, because to me, comic book villains were always like, because to me, I was comparing it to Invincible. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's good, but Invincible is way better. But there's something to, I think that here it's also just, it's really, Batman villains especially, I think, are really well written.
Yeah.
And Mr. Freeze is the one who, like, I learned about and really, like, thought was a really well written character.
Yeah.
So we can either just talk about them or, like, Moral Compass. I mean, what do you guys think is better?
I also feel like Batman villains are like not as cool due to like since most of what the Invincible villains are just people or actual like have powers. And,
Right.
like most of his villains are just people that have like are mentally insane.
Right. I think the writing too is what
Like
really
Joker,
sells.
Yeah.
like Joker isn't even like he doesn't even have any superpowers. He's just mentally insane because he like I think he fell into a vat of acid. Or is that Harley Quinn?
No,
It's
Joker, I
always
think.
different.
Yeah.
I think they both did.
But you know what we should do? Here's what I just decided.
Okay.
or no, we
um,
put her into that.
We should rank them each out of 10. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Joker,
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Wait, okay. Lay Epic Joker is the first one.
Well, 10 out of
Wait,
10.
who?
Lay Epic Joker. I wrote Lay Epic for all of that. I don't know why.
Nice.
I'm just being.
Anyways.
All right,
Dude,
Lay Epic Joker.
Lay Epic Joker.
Joker, I think it's an easy 10.
He wears a purple suit, so that's an easy. That's points.
I
that
mean,
would-
that's not why for me, but like, I think he
Well,
just
so are we just talking about like every iteration of the Joker
don't.
ever,
No.
Well,
or is it's Arkham, right? The Arkham games.
Arkham is the one that I know the most, but like it can really be like whatever one
The
one
only
struck a
Joker
chord with
we
you the
don't
most
talk about
is the one from his own movie series, right? Fillet of fish, whatever that movie
Fillet of
was.
fish.
What was it called?
Filet of Dew.
Yeah.
He's talking about.
Well,
that.
what I feel like Joaquin Phoenix's wasn't bad the first movie.
No,
I
the
didn't
first
watch
movie
the
is good.
first movie,
I haven't either.
but I've heard he's not that bad.
I just
I'm
got into
thinking of
Batman.
the guy who played Morbius. I don't remember his name.
I've never heard of that.
That one was
yeah.
really bad, and I don't want to
You've
even
never heard
talk
of
about
I'm
it.
Morbius?
kidding.
Um,
Everyone's heard of that.
Never heard of Morbid Time.
Yeah.
uh,
It's Omni Man in time.
okay. Well,
I'm
yeah, so-
I feel like
Joker.
we should stick to probably the Arkham one since that's
Yeah,
what,
that's the one. Yeah.
yeah. So
And those are also just such.
I'll
Yeah.
just go
well-written-
with one that I know.
Yeah,
since
yeah.
I don't.
Mhm.
I haven't played Arkham. I don't think.
I like Joker. I would say he's a solid 9 probably. I think he's great in Asylum.
I mean, he's definitely like the main like.
I will say though, the one thing that I don't like about Asylum is the final boss fight. I
Yeah.
feel like Joker is a very smart character, and having him just be kind of like a musclehead battle, you know?
Oh, is that the one
I
where he,
agree.
like-
Yeah, he
Yeah.
takes
The
the
Titan.
the Titan
The Titan.
serum, and
Wait, isn't that Venom? Is
No.
it called Venom, or is that a different
Oh,
thing?
it's Titan. So in the series, Titan is like kind of a better version of Venom.
yeah.
Ah, okay.
Not
'Cause I know
the Marvel
Bane's-
because Bane.
Bane is Venom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he takes that stuff, and then he grows big and strong, and which it's fine.
And he gets really long fingernails.
Yeah, he's
Ew.
cool. Like the design is cool.
Yeah,
but
but I agree.
I think more of a strategical kind of boss fight would
Like
have been
his
cooler.
fight. Well, I haven't finished Arkham City yet. I'm like climbing up the tower right now.
Mm.
But this fight in City where like he just got healed from his sickness was pretty cool.
Ooh.
Man, I can't wait for you to meet the Arkham Knight.
The Arkham.
Yeah, no, I'm being serious.
Oh, is he an actual character?
Yep, yeah,
It's night right now in Arkham.
yeah.
But yeah, it's always night pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Joker is. I mean, he's like the poster child of Batman villains, right? Like
Yeah.
he's like the main one.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Joker, but
Yeah.
when a character is so like overused as he is, it can become easy to kind of feel exhausted.
Yeah, it's like all right, it's the same.
Yeah.
But for what he is, like, and you know, you'll always have like your crazy clown characters, but like
Mm-hmm.
they all harken back to Joe. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Jevil, I feel like was definitely Joker inspired, like those kinds of things.
I think he's a. I think the person. I think he's a 10 character just because like there were like Batman and his relationship in like all of it. Because yes, they hate each other, but Joker needs Batman.
Right.
Like he needs Batman, and Batman needs
My
Joker.
brother likes to bring
Yeah.
that up. Like they're really like Batman and Joker are really all that each other has.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're the only two people who really understand each other's like motivations, which is a really interesting dynamic.
Because I love like when they have like they'll have like random like I'll see like random videos from like different animated series where Joker's like talking to Batman while he's fighting Clayface and goes, "Are you cheating on me? Are you fighting a different villain?
Yeah, right. It's
This
like-
isn't nice."
It's almost like a more like dark version of like Perry the Platypus and Doofenshmirtz.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Dark,
It's like-
Dark Knight.
yeah, right. So yeah, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I give him a 9. I don't think he's perfect.
I hope you didn't leave out my favorite Batman villain.
Well, I'll add in more if you know. But
Yeah.
I
I wonder
really like
who your
this
favorite
concept.
Batman villain
So
is.
I think we're gonna
Harley Quinn.
I don't know about that.
no one's favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, except for
I would not say
yeah,
that.
you
My
did
mother
good.
loves
your mom loves Harley
Quinn.
Quinn. So sorry.
Yeah,
Is
she'll
your
be mad if
favorite-
she hears
Yeah.
that.
Is your favorite either Mr. Freeze or Penguin?
Nope. It's neither of those.
My favorite one is Penguin. Well, I like Penguin ironically, but he's the next one. So the reason I say late epic is because during what are you doing?
want to see what's on the back of your phone.
Oh, I got some. It says rated E for everyone because that's me.
Oh, yeah. You're rated E for everyone.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
nice, nice. Yeah.
Anyway,
It's weird.
Yeah.
so in Batman Arkham City, there's like a little you can see character profiles and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and like the Penguin has like a cigar out of his mouth, and he's like,
Yeah.
And the first time I saw him, I was like, whoa, late epic Penguin, and that's such an old joke. Like
Late
no one
epic
says that
Penguin.
anymore, but
Yeah.
and now I just think every time I see Penguin, I just think of that.
Yeah.
And my brother gave me a Penguin sticker. I'm
You
gonna put
better-
I
it on.
love the video you sent of where they're talking about beating up the penguin and the music is like perfectly timed.
Me and my brother lost our minds.
It was so
And
funny.
every time we go back to that area, we just start like reminiscing.
Yeah, yeah.
You better have
That
Two-Face on here.
playing the experience of playing that game is so fun. Like, have you ever heard the tales of the Arkham subreddit and how crazy that
Yeah,
it is?
yeah.
It's like there's something about those games that just like drive people crazy.
Yeah.
It's like they become around Batman villains, and it's really funny.
Mhm.
But yeah, Penguin is next. Penguin is what I don't really know too much about. I mean, I get like the vibes, and like he's just like kind of
Yeah,
just, like,
he's
funny
kind
and-
of just like a crime boss. You know,
Yeah.
he's like the kingpin of
yeah.
Batman.
And doesn't he have his own? Have you watched the TV show? Because
I
Yes,
haven't.
he has a
apparently
show.
it's
It's
really good.
It's in the universe of the Batman. You know,
Mhm. Yeah.
the most
Huh.
recent movie.
And,
Yeah, I feel like he should be in the
The
universe of
Batman.
yeah,
Batman.
the Penguin.
Yeah.
Is that the first character?
Who's
that
the
decided
best
to make
Batman
a-
actor?
To make a. I mean, I think the Penguin is kind of unexplored up until that show, right? Like he's kind of
Kind
just,
of. I mean, he's kind of
he's
just like a
pretty
one
major.
note.
Doesn't he?
Yeah,
Isn't his like monocle thing like just like a piece of glass?
in
his eye?
Arkham it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just
piece
like
of
a
glass that got
bottle. It's just
smashed
like
into
a
his eye.
bottle.
Yeah,
thingy into his eye.
which is really in Arkham it is. It's really cool.
Yeah.
design.
I mean, I've always kind of liked his character though. He's very like, cowardly, but he's also smart.
Yeah.
So it's like he's kind of a sneaky little guy.
Yeah,
He's like a sneaky
slimy,
Joker.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
He's like a sneaky.
But he's got a really cool. He's got a top hat.
Mhm.
Another
He's
cool
like a
thing.
Joker, but less.
He's never
Yeah.
been the most competent, I don't think, aside from his show.
I mean, yeah,
But-
he's the first like boss in the city, in Arkham City.
Yeah, he's. I've never seen him as super threatening, but I've
got an
always
umbrella. What
do you
I've always
mean?
found him interesting.
Yeah.
He's definitely interesting. I would give him.
He's interesting.
He
So I
was
gave
so
Joker a
cool.
9. I would give him probably like a 7.
I was gonna say seven.
He
Or
was
8.
so cool in the Lego games.
He was cool. Oh, dude, those Lego games are like.
Yeah.
Mwah.
And you know what too? Like
I need to
never-
replay them.
I only played the mobile versions though, because as a kid I didn't realize that those were not like I thought that those were the games.
I need to
Yeah.
replay all of those games.
I
I'm
do
gonna
too.
be honest.
All right, so I'm gonna give.
I'll
like,
give him an 8.
like Epic Penguin. You give him an 8. Well,
Yeah.
I'll say 7.5. We'll settle at 7.5.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So this is I mean, I haven't had much time to think about it because I just got into Batman, but the one that left the biggest impact on me was
Le
Epic
Pagan?
Mr. Freeze.
They pick Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze is
He's
so
definitely
cool.
a good one.
Freeze.
I like his moral dilemma. Yeah,
Yep.
a villain having a good moral
Always-
dilemma is always my cup of
Always
tea.
a good thing. Yep.
He loves
he's-
his wife.
Nothing but my Nora.
He just
Yeah.
wants his wife to be okay.
Another detail I like is I like how his name is Freeze, spelled Freis or whatever. So it's like
Yeah.
he was
yeah.
destined for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, so the thing about Mr. Freeze is, so I would say he's definitely a 10 out of 10 character. My only problem is that he hasn't been utilized enough.
Yeah.
I feel like aside from the Arkham games,
Right.
that's probably his biggest role.
that
honestly.
and the animated show because
Right.
the animated show was what gave him that backstory
Yeah.
that made him such a. Because before that he was just kind of like a ice bad guy. But
Right.
then-
Ice bad guy.
And then
Yeah.
and then they made him like really good. Yeah, Mr. Freeze is actually a 10 for me. I think. I mean,
Alright,
again
yeah.
because I haven't had much time to think about it, but to me he's like the perfect like Batman villain. Like
I'll give him a 9.5 because I
9.5.
think he's more. I don't know.
it's a
about
flawed
more complex.
masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, 9.5
9.5.
because I'm holding out the 10 for my favorite.
Okay.
but
I'm gonna give him a 9.
9.
9.
He's
Yeah.
he's a really good.
He's
character.
brilliant. I guess we should explain for anyone who doesn't know. But he was his wife was sick, and it was cancer. Oh, it's different.
It was
It's some
something,
weird
yeah.
disease.
Yeah.
It's like a disease it's not curable yet.
Yeah,
but
right.
He's trying to find.
and
the
so
cure.
he freezes her Freeze is her, and it's very sad. And then
And he's trying to find a cure.
and he's trying to find the cure. And there's all kinds of different iterations where like she dies or like she comes back and she's evil with him, and there's all kinds of different interpretations. But
She dies and he becomes sad.
the ones I like the most are the ones I like the most are the ones where it's just, she's just frozen and they never, because that's
What
the one.
what?
Because that keeps that keeps his villainous side,
Yeah.
you know. And it's also like whenever he interacts with Batman, it's always interesting because it's always personal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's never like I'm the bad guy and I'm gonna get you. It always
knows
has kind
he's
of like
Bruce
a
Wayne.
And
melancholy feel to it.
if I remember correctly, in the game, you actually like he's actually your ally for a little bit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because but once Nora gets involved,
Yeah.
but in his fight,
His fight's really good.
really good.
That's what I'm talking about when I say like I wish the Joker had a more strategic
Yeah.
fight. I'm talking about like Mr. Freeze's
I think
fight.
either him or Ra's al Ghul have had the best fight.
I don't remember Ra's al Ghul's.
It was kind of like a Skylanders fight. It was got a giant guy spinning around him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mr. Freeze, the reason his fight is so brilliant in Arkham City, which is it's on like top 10 boss lists, like it's one of the highest regarded boss fights of all time. He, like every time you use a certain method to attack him, he has like you have to attack him 5 times to beat him. He learns that method and then you can't use it against him again.
Right.
So
Which for its time, that was probably like holy cow.
yeah. Oh, and even playing it now, it's like every time, because I died to him like 6 or 7 times, and every time I did it, I was like, okay, like I got to plan out my strategy, which ones I'm gonna do, and that was really fun.
Yeah.
And the last time I beat him, I was like, bam, 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 and
Right.
like, it's a really, really well designed boss fight for a really well designed character. They just really treated him right in those games.
Yeah.
I have something to show Austin because
And I'm pretty sure he's in Arkham Knight, right?
I don't remember.
I've seen clips of
actually.
him from Arkham Knight.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. Oh.
Why does
I wish
he-
I didn't see that.
when I watch the show, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
it's an Attack on Titan thing.
You're
Yeah.
getting distracted, honey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just thought it was funny because I remembered it and I was like, why does he look like
Yeah.
Fortnite guy?
For another guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so, Mr. Freeze, we'll give 9.7. Wait, what did you want to say, Hunter?
Huh?
About Mr. Freeze?
Wait, what was I gonna?
You didn't. You've been kind of out of the
I
discussion.
thought I said something about Mr. Freeze. I thought I said.
Oh yeah,
something.
you did. But
Yeah.
what did you give him a ranking?
I thought I said a 9.
Yeah, he said 9.
Oh, 9. Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
okay, we'll do 9.6 then
Mhm.
to even it out. So pretty high up so far.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, let's go with Harley Quinn.
Okay.
So like
I mean, she's all right.
she's all right.
She's not like I don't know.
I didn't.
Oh, 10 out of 10 villain.
No.
I guess the only problem I have with Harley Quinn really is that she's completely dependent on another character to even
Right.
exist.
Joker.
Yeah, her backstory is
So-
interesting, but like it doesn't.
Yeah,
like-
I like that she worked at Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
and that it kind of turned her crazy.
And then she fell in love with Joker.
right,
Like, yeah,
but-
that's interesting. But
Mhm. I just think I don't know. I mean, especially with most of the recent stuff, she's definitely just like over sexualized too.
oh yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
That's kind of like the biggest part of her character.
Like,
honestly.
interesting.
we'll never forget the comic cover.
Oh yeah, that's a
Oh.
classic. I rewatched that the other day.
Oh,
We don't have to
man.
talk about it, though.
Yeah,
We
like-
yeah.
watched the video talking about the comic cover, not
yeah.
nothing to do with the
But at
comic.
any rate, yeah, I mean, I Mr. J, like I always kind
Yeah.
of found her like I guess annoying. I feel bad for her because like Joker is like really really bad mean to her, but she's like obsessed. So
The concept of Harley Quinn that I actually like though is which they actually kind of used it a little bit in Folie à Deux, but that movie sucks, so they kind of ruined it
Oh,
anyway. I like when she obviously loves the Joker, but she like almost uses him in a way
Yeah.
for her own means,
yeah, because
which you don't really see that in the Arkham
right,
games.
it's usually the other way around. The
Yeah,
Joker uses her.
but she's also kind of manipulative. So I like when
That is
she has her
interesting.
own kind of
Right.
motivations going on. But most of the time, like especially in the Arkham games, which is what we're mostly focusing on, she's just kind of
Annoying.
obsessed with the Joker.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
She doesn't even have her hammer, her big giant hammer.
I know that's like the
No
most
big
iconic.
giant hammer.
Yeah.
That deducts 5
Her
points.
Looney Tunes hammer.
Yeah, that's what I know from the Lego games.
I personally am gonna give her a 5. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 5.
Hunter's mom. I'm
5,
sorry.
6.
I'll probably give
I know.
her a...
No, I'll give her
7.
I'll give her style points because
Style
her
points,
brand
yeah.
is very recognizable,
Yes,
right? Like
it
the
is.
black and red,
Mhm.
the
It's very
diamonds,
cool.
like it's.
I like that she has
Sorry,
like her
Medea.
own kind of clown outfit.
Yeah, like
You know,
she's
it's-
a different version of the. Okay, I'll give her a 6 out of 10.
I'll give her like a 7 or 8. Sorry, mother.
Oh,
I know
well,
you'll
that
give her
goes-
like
oh,
a 20
that-
out of 10.
That bounces her up to 6.5.
Okay.
Ooh, you know what we should do if we get done too quickly? We should square them off against each other.
Yeah.
Who would win in
Yeah.
a fight?
Mm.
All right,
Me.
I'm saving some of my favorites for last. I just wanted to get freezes. I just wanted
You
to put up
better
early,
save Two-Face for last.
but, like Epic Riddler.
My favorite villain.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, that's such a
That
base
was-
opinion.
That was like the next one I was
I
thinking.
love that for you. That's actually really
I
cool.
love the Riddler. I've always, ever since, even when I was a kid and I literally knew nothing about Batman, I had a Riddler figure, like a
Yeah.
little, I don't know what not a Lego, but like he was like a little figure, and I loved that toy so much. And then ever since then, I was always just interested in the
Yes,
Riddler.
he's really cool.
I just like.
Riddle me this, Batman.
I know, like he's so iconic. He kind of exists outside. Like people say, "Riddle me this" all the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Does
And,
he know?
I love really smart villains, and obviously he's
Yes.
probably like the smartest.
Edward Enigma.
Yeah, Edward. Yeah.
That was close. That was close. That's his name.
Yeah, but well, because it's like Enigma.
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
That's the.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
that's
but he's so interesting.
yeah.
Again,
the
it's
inner
like
machinations of my mind are an enigma.
yeah, the brand of him, like the question marks and like the green and like
Right.
how he's always like. He is a really good villain.
Which
I don't
I-
know his backstory though. I don't.
He's a very smart guy. That's what it is.
Yeah, I like him the most actually in the Gotham TV series. His character in that is really good, and
You
he's
watched that?
yeah. So,
I don't know why.
he's kind of like a side character for like a lot of like the first couple seasons, and you don't even know he's gonna turn into the Riddler, which is
Oh,
like
that's
really
really
cool
cool. I
because
like
you're
that
like,
concept.
who is this random
Wait, what is
character
this
with this
show? Is
point?
this
It's Gotham. It came out like a while ago.
how many seasons is it?
It has like 5 or 6.
Huh.
But
Sounds
it's
interesting.
basically a prequel to like the Batman stuff. So it's kind of like how the Penguin became the Penguin. Which the
I wanna
Penguin,
watch
the
that.
Penguin in that show is probably the best Penguin. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm saying it very aggressively.
Calm down.
The Penguin in that show is so good because
Yeah.
the actor's phenomenal.
I've been debating whether I want to watch the animated series, but I might want to watch that because the
That show-
backstories are what I really want to know.
Yeah, that show has all the backstories. Has Bruce Wayne's backstory. Bruce
Right.
Wayne is a kid in that show,
Oh, Chuck
so you
Hyde.
don't
Ooh.
even get the
You
Batman
have to see his
until
parents
later
get
on.
shooted.
Yeah, in like the first episode.
Oh.
Well, yeah,
Um,
because he grows up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens when
No.
he's like really,
I
really
know.
young.
But
Such a
anyway,
big, sad moment.
what how did I get here? What was I even
Talking
talking
about the Riddler.
The Riddler. So he was great in the Gotham show, but in terms of the Arkham games, as much like I love his character in that as well, but I'm kind of sad that he's mostly reduced to like side content, like all
in the
of
Arkham
his
games or just in general?
in the Arkham games.
Yeah.
Like he just kind of is there for all of the side quests, like
Yeah.
the trophies
I mean,
and stuff.
I like that. Like that was definitely the best choice.
Yeah.
But I would like to see more of it. Like I want to fight him or
Right,
something.
which is why I like the Batman movie that came out in 2022 is because the Riddler is the main villain in that.
Oh, he
And
is.
he finally got time to shine.
in the Batman.
Yeah, and he's much different than he is. That version of him is the most different than any other version of
Really?
him, but he's still really cool.
Riddler.
Yeah, and so he's a 10 for me. But
Yeah, that's cool.
I love the
No,
Riddler.
I agree. No, I just I mean I'm about 10, but I'd probably say like 8 or 9. Like I really like him.
Yeah,
And
that's him. Yeah.
That's the Riddler.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that all the time, and I want to know more about like I really do want to explore his character because he strikes me immediately as being an interesting.
I guess he
character.
doesn't have the most interesting backstory. I will say that.
Well, that's okay.
But I like him as a villain.
Again, the brand.
Mm-hmm, yes.
So I'll give him a 9. What do you say, Hunter?
Riddler? Yeah, probably 9.
Yeah.
Riddler? Yeah. Okay, so we'll go with 9.5 out of 10.
All right, sounds good.
And then. Okay, we've got 4 more here, but again, we can have more.
Mm-hmm.
Lay Epic Two-Face.
Epic
Yes,
Two-Face,
my
okay.
boy.
Two-Face is pretty cool.
Two-Face is pretty cool.
He's
I
such
really
a
like.
cool character.
I mean, obviously, me and lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big thing for
Yeah.
me. So, I have seen The Dark Knight. I probably gotta give it a rewatch because it was on the plane ride home, and I kind of fell asleep. I was like in and out of sleep during it.
Yeah.
But I remember him being really,
Isn't
really
that
cool.
one the
Yeah.
one with
Ding
Sorry,
dong.
my ringtone.
Isn't that the one with the really good Joker? I can't remember. his
Yeah.
name.
Right. So,
Heath Ledger. Yeah.
Heath Ledger. Yeah.
well, I also like Mark Hamill as the Joker.
Mark Hamill's a great Joker,
I
but
But
He's
I
one of the
think-
best.
Why am Heath Ledger is probably from what I've heard, he's like the best.
Heath
Yeah.
Ledger's the most iconic one, but Mark Hamill, well, his voice. I mean, because
I mean, yeah, I love Mark Hamill.
yeah,
He's-
I mean, because he was also Art in Invincible.
he's so much stuff. He
Wait,
skips in
that's
regular
Art?
show.
Mark Hamill's art?
And he's Luke Skywalker. That's his like the most famous
Yeah.
role. But yeah, he was Joker in the animated series, and he was Joker in the games. Arkham.
He's been so much. He's had so many roles.
yeah,
It's crazy.
he's and crazy voice.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah, I remember him now.
Yeah.
I forgot. Who
And he
Mark
was the
Hamill
one who was standing outside during the Force Awakens, and he was talking to people, and he was like, "If you're going in there wanting to rekindle your childhood, you're not gonna have it." Do you remember that? That was cool, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know why that reminds me. So they apparently added Darth Vader to Fortnite, and you can talk to him.
Oh yeah. I've
And
seen
you
this,
ask
yeah.
him, what do you think? What's your favorite trilogy? And he goes, the original trilogy is the best. It was something about the prequel trilogy, and then the sequel trilogy doesn't exist.
Well, because it's AI, so you can just like talk to it and it'll say whatever, you
That's
know.
so weird.
I've heard it say very bad.
Anyway, we're talking
Yeah, I
about
have to.
Two-Face. You say Two-Face is your favorite one?
Two-Face is my favorite character.
He's very cool.
I
Again,
just
design.
think
That's
he's
design.
so cool. Like again, half of his body, or not even. It's not even just his face. It like goes all the way down.
Yeah.
That like half of him is good, and half of him is evil.
Must have a crazy wardrobe, dude.
I know, right?
He does. Like, have you seen the way he dresses?
I know. I'm just
It's
saying. Like,
amazing.
like opening his closet and it's just like
Yeah.
Like his dress style is.
really cool.
Nah.
You know what I think I like most about Batman villains is that like on the surface they seem kind of like cartoony and silly, like
Right.
but like they're really interesting.
See, what I like about Batman villains is that almost everyone, excluding maybe the Joker, is that they're all just like kind of normal people, just like twisted by
Yeah,
society,
insanity.
which is really cool.
Well, I mean Joker was too.
I know the Joker is,
live
but
in a society.
he almost doesn't feel like an actual person
Yeah, I know,
to
I
an
get what you
extent
mean.
because you never see him.
yeah, and
as-
because like his backstory is like always different. Like he's
Right.
just there to
I
be there.
think more of it. I think more of Heath Ledger's Joker at least was from his father.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
Heath Ledger talks about Carmen Smile.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because his father.
right, but he does tell multiple different stories about
right.
how he
So
got
it's
the
always
scars,
different. Yeah,
That's
he,
true.
which is kind of just a way of messing with the people.
we
he's
never
telling it
really
to.
even like the audience. You just
Yeah.
never get to know his backstory.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Let's
yeah.
put a
Two Face is
smile
super
on
cool.
that
The opening of Arkham City was really cool when you were, like,
Right.
that really was like that was the first thing where I was like, oh, this is gonna be even more like bigger scale than Asylum. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And I do like City more, a lot more. I think, which
Yeah.
is actually kind of an unpopular opinion. People say that Asylum is usually one of the best, if not the best.
Yeah. I think City and Night are tied for me. There's a lot of stuff
Yeah,
I like.
guys.
City.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
You probably enjoy it. You know what? They really, really remind me of Bioshock. Like, as I'm playing them, just like, it's so Bioshock reminiscent.
I think they have like kind of the same like art stylish because it's
Well,
it's
yeah.
a realistic art.
But just like
style.
going through the areas and like they're all kind of like Bioshock where you're going through all the different like areas and you're going through and finding things and meeting bosses, kind of like
Yeah.
a video game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really.
yeah.
Two Face is just a really good
Two
character.
Face is really cool.
Like
I like
just-
the flip a coin
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
That's really
It's
cool.
always a cool.
I like his.
It's always
aspect.
tense. You're always like, what's it gonna be?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that he's not just a villain. Like there's also a good side to him, but
Yeah.
there's also like a bad side, kind of
Yeah.
like Mr. Freeze, but like also different
Like
because
visually, like
visually he's different and not just like he's visually good and evil.
yeah,
Like,
right. It's what I
One
mean.
side of his face is you can see that it's evil. And the
Yeah.
other side of his face you can see that he's a good guy. Because like
Yeah,
half
it's
of his face you can't you like I can't remember, I haven't seen his like
I
face
forget
in
how
a
it
while.
happened. Did he fall into like a deep fryer or something like that? No,
Deep
I don't know where. I
yeah,
got
only
that
half of his body fell into a deep fryer.
from. oh yeah, he was like
But I
Yeah.
can't remember. Isn't like the like evil side like his like teeth are always like
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
Let me
But
see.
yeah.
How did Two Face lose half of his body?
not lose. He still
Or you
has
know
it.
what I mean. Siri knows what I mean. What the? Half his
What?
face is hideously scarred after mob boss Sal Maroni throws acid at him.
Uh,
I don't remember. I don't know who Sal Maroni is.
maybe,
He's the real villain.
I'm sure it's happened differently. Every
yeah, I'm sure.
time.
That's such a weird thing though. Like half of your like, imagine like losing half of your face and you just go, I'm gonna be evil, but
Yeah.
I'm also
This
gonna
is
be
my
good."
brand now. I mean, honestly, yeah.
Only one part of my brain is, it's his left and right brain.
The good and evil brain.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Whenever
Yeah.
if you're a left brain thinker, then you're Obviously not a good person.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm kidding. I think it changes actually, like which
Anyway,
side.
I give Two-Face like an 8 or 9.
I give him a 10.
Yeah, you're giving him a 10.
I just love him so much.
I'll give him a 9.
9. All
I
right,
wish
so
he was
below
used
9.
more. I wish he was used more.
Yeah. Okay, this is probably vibes wise. I don't know much about him yet, but vibes wise, my favorite. The epic Scarecrow.
Yep, I was waiting for
Ooh,
this one.
Scarecrow
It's
is
my
low-key
second favorite
tough.
villain.
Yep.
He's awesome.
The fear serum, or is that what it's called?
Yeah,
something.
Fear toxin.
Yeah,
Fear toxin. That's what it was. Oh no, I'm confusing Joker serum with.
Have you he's in Asylum, right?
Who are we talking about? I forgot.
Scarecrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just said his name.
I legitimately forgot. I spaced out.
Oh yeah,
No,
he's like one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, he actually
Who
is.
was I talking about again?
This is going to sound funny to the listeners. He's like Asylum is like his most iconic thing. Remember?
No, he comes back.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Well, because he's that's the one where he's like every now and then you'll start to like kind of hallucinate. You'll see like Batman's
Right.
parents, and then
Well, because there's like the platforming section.
yeah,
with
the
him, right?
platforming. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's always
Um,
and that was really cool to me.
I really like his character. He's probably the most scary Batman villain.
Oh yeah.
I
I love the idea of like fear being weaponized. That's
Right.
really a
Ooh,
cool,
yeah.
cool idea. What? Don't do that to me, please.
Mhm.
Don't throw a snake
Yeah.
at me.
Yeah.
Graduation tomorrow,
Oh yeah,
and Luke sits right behind me.
Yeah.
I do.
It's
Quite unrelated.
Scarecrow's a cool villain too because it's easy for Batman to kind of just feel like an unstoppable force, but
Yeah.
but
They humanize him.
Scarecrow utilizes, Batman is just a dude that's like afraid,
I know.
So
That's
it's
all
cool.
he is.
He's got fears like everyone else.
Right, it's cool
He's
to
a-
see the human side of
Has
him.
Has Scarecrow ever had the fear toxin used on himself? I wonder what that would be like.
I think in the
He,
game,
I
right?
think he does.
Like in the game, I'm pretty
maybe I haven't
sure.
gotten there yet. Not in Asylum.
Oh, I
Not
mean,
Asylum.
he doesn't get the fierce toxin
Yeah.
put onto him at all.
I
Yeah.
just remember because the next character on our list kind of has a tussle with him in Asylum.
Well, okay, let's
I'm
rate
kidding.
this one
I don't know.
first.
Yeah, so I give him. To me, he's also a 10, just because
I'll give him a 10. I
just
like him.
rules.
I'll give him a 9.5.
All right, well,
I
you
like
ruined
him.
it. We'll give it a 9.8.
I like him, but like, there's
He's
nothing.
so cool though.
Yeah.
Nothing beats Two-Face to me.
I still love the idea of a scarecrow being like evil, just in general.
think
Like
he's
just
just-
the concept of a scarecrow.
Well, I think he's just a normal guy.
Well, yeah, but just a scarecrow. He scares
Mhm.
crows. And people.
He scares Grizz.
I just like the fact that all of the characters that Batman goes against are just humans that are mentally insane. Like they're all mentally unstable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
pretty cool. All right, the epic Killer Croc.
Eh.
Yeah, I
Eh.
feel the
It's
same way
alright.
about Killer Croc.
Yeah.
Like he's cool.
He's a giant crocodile,
Yeah,
He's like cool in concept, but like the lizard is so much cooler.
the lizard.
Yeah,
I've
from
never heard of
Spider-Man.
this one. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Isn't that his name?
Yeah,
Isn't
it
just,
is.
like,
Lizard.
the
I
lizard?
thought my brain was on
Like
DC.
that guy is cool because he can transform into a
Now,
human and
I
a
will
lizard.
say the Killer Croc chasing in Arkham Asylum was scary.
Really scary.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Although, it got really hyped up for me, and I feel like I kind of wish it didn't. My brother was
Yeah.
like, "It's the best part of the game. You're gonna love it. It's so cool." And then I was
I
like,
mean-
"That's pretty good."
I mean, to be fair, it's a giant crocodile human
Why?
being that is
Why?
chasing you
I've
through
turned
the
off my
sewer-
ringer so many
sewers.
times. Why does it keep doing that?
do not disturb.
I did. I put it on. Okay.
Like, yeah, he's not the coolest villain, but
Why?
like
Why?
Eh.
at the
Have
same
you
time,
seen the chase in Arkham
yes,
Asylum?
I know.
It rules.
But that's also the reason why it's so terrifying because it's. I mean, to be fair, it's a giant crocodile
Yeah.
human being chasing you through sewers.
Yes.
Is it
I would.
sewers?
I would take Killer Croc over Harley though.
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
I would give him a 6.
I think a 6 or 7. Yeah.
Yeah. So. I mean,
Killer Kronk.
Killer Croc. Yes.
But with a level.
Hunter's going towards a 5. Is it a 5.5 then?
5.5.
Or we
yeah.
have 2 6s.
Yeah.
So it'd be like a
Don't.
5.
I give him a 6.
No.
A
6,
6?
6, 6.
Oh no.
Okay, that's what
Well,
we're doing.
I'm kidding. I
6.
give him a 5.
Nope, too late.
No, not the devil.
Here he comes. I'm gonna write
Yeah.
Killer Kronk.
Killer Croc.
Killer
Okay.
Croc.
What?
666. That's crazy.
That is crazy. He is pretty evil.
Hmm.
The epic Clayface.
No, this is one that I don't know.
I
haven't
think
s-
he's really cool.
I haven't seen him a whole lot.
My brother's a big fan of his.
I know he's obviously in the games, but other than that, they don't utilize him a whole lot. There's the rumors of him being in the Batman Part 2, you know.
He's interesting. Apparently, his episode in the animated series is like really highly acclaimed.
I think that's the
critically.
one that I was
He's-
talking about.
He's a really cool concept. I just haven't seen enough of him. You
Yeah.
know? So I think he's cool though.
Yeah, you can. I mean, it's a really powerful power. I think.
Yeah.
To be able to just meld into something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's kind of creepy. Like
It is creepy.
I'm Shapesmith.
Oh yeah, Shapesmith.
Shapesmith, yeah.
Shapesmith is pretty cool.
R-rated version of Shapesmith.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say R-rated
I
version
don't know
of
about
Shapesmith.
PG-13. Let's go PG-13.
Well, he's like a serial killer, but I mean...
I mean, that doesn't. I
That's
mean,
not so bad.
I mean, Shapesmith literally got his body
Like,
ripped
okay,
in
yeah.
half.
So I don't know enough about Clayface either, but vibes wise, he's like an 8 for me at least.
Yeah, I agree.
That's pretty. He's pretty good.
Concept alone carries it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. There was a point in Arkham Asylum where like you see I think it's one of the guards. I forget their name. The one that really hates Killer Croc. But like you see him walking around in the cell, and you're like, "Well, that's weird." And then you go back, and then all of a sudden it's Warden Sharp walking around in there, and then you figure out, "Oh, it's Clayface."
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I'm gonna give him 8 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even ask me.
There's a villain that you...
What do you
He's
want?
like a 7.
Oh,
He's pretty cool.
all right. Then I'll
Gets
give
to
him
change his-
7.8.
He gets to change his face and just change his
Yeah, I wish I
eyes.
could do that.
Yeah.
All right, we've got 2 more here because I
Dang.
have added a few since I said we had 4 more left. But
there's a villain that I'm sure you haven't added yet because he's only in Night, I'm pretty sure. But he's like a side villain, but there's a jump scare with him that is so good.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Humskari.
Who?
Humskari, not jump scare. Humskari.
Who's Scott? What does that mean?
I'm saying it with a weird accent.
Oh.
Humskari, like
Humskari.
like jalapeno.
Yeah,
Okay, whatever. You
Jalap
get
and
my joke. Have you ever seen those videos where it's like top 5 scariest Humskaris?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Anyway, Leopic Bane.
Leopic Bane.
He's a classic.
He's pretty, yeah.
But
You.
I mean, it's kind of the same in like Killer Croc, where he's just like a giant thing, you know.
Yeah,
I
actually, I
think
never even
he's
thought about that.
more-
It's pretty similar.
I
to Killer
think he's
Croc.
more though because his
He's got a backstory.
his like rivalry with Batman.
Mhm.
You merely adopted the darkness. I was raised in it.
Yeah, he's
Or I was
pretty...
born in it. Was it born or raised?
Yeah,
It was-
their
It's
rivalry,
both.
their rivalry was always pretty interesting because I always had like a different feel about it.
Yeah.
You know. But like the idea, I always like villains who like are kind of almost like suffering from their like villainous. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like him having the venom and stuff. Like I don't know if it hurts him, but like it really isn't like good for him or whatever.
Mhm.
But he like still like that's interesting to me.
Right.
I think there's a version of Batman. I don't know if it's Batman, but didn't Batman also have like a issue with Venom at one point too? Like himself, like he had an addiction to it at one point. I think.
Probably.
And that's
I feel like
there's so
saw
many
somewhere.
comic like
It's the Batman who laughs on this list.
the Batman who laughed.
Yeah.
Batman
There's
who-
like
Who laughed at Joker's joke the one time?
No, the
th-
Batman who laughs is it Batman who killed the Joker, but the Joker like infected him with the Joker
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
The Joker.
So he
I
kind
don't
of
know
like
what it's
becomes the
That's kinda
Joker.
cool. It's called Batman Who
And
Laughs.
Yeah,
he's-
That's kinda
I'm gonna
cool.
show you.
That's
He's
a
not
cool
just
name.
I'm gonna
he's
show you
not
his
just
design.
Joker. He doesn't just become the Joker. He becomes like a malevolent being.
What is this story from?
It's a comic.
It's a comic.
And
Look
he's
at
like-
his design. It's
Yo,
crazy.
that's cool.
bunch of little. He has a whole bunch of little Robin slaves too.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's
And he goes to the multiverses and just
I gotta
like
watch
takes
it.
them
I
over.
gotta find a video essay about
Like
that.
he's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Joker Who Laughs.
Yeah, this is pretty scary
Or
looking
Batman Who
too.
Laughs.
Like doesn't he like go through the multiverses too? Or like
I have no. I don't know a
I
whole
feel
lot
like I
about him.
remember
I
that.
just I've seen his
Isn't
design.
DC's multiverse like even worse than Marvel's?
Yeah, it's
I
really
don't know,
bad.
probably.
Probably.
You
but
can't.
Marvel's is pretty bad.
Yeah. So.
Only one good
Um,
one, Invincible.
Yep. It's
Yep.
got a good
It
multiverse.
has like it genuinely has one of the best.
It really is so good. They should all take notes.
Yeah.
At any rate, what do we give him Bane? Bane to me is just whatever. I really
He's
don't.
like a 6.
The fact that we even got so off topic just is.
Yeah.
I give him more of a 5.
The fact that we're
honestly.
talking about other characters. And we're
Yeah,
supposed to be talking about him.
Batman Who Laughs. What do you think? I give him like 5. He gives him a 6.
I'll give him like a 7 or 8.
7 or 8?
'cause
All right,
I
then we'll
just
go
I just
6.
like Bane. He's really cool to me.
Yeah, pretty cool. All right, before we go to the last one, does anybody else have any ones they want to submit that I haven't said about yet in my voice?
Well, there's the one that I talked about that you don't know about yet, but his name's Man Bat.
I know who Man Bat is.
You
from-
do?
Man
from the
Bat.
Lego games.
Yeah.
I don't know his backstory though.
I think you learn about it a little bit. It's like a really small side thing in Night, but he's for the listeners that don't know, he's just a giant bat thing.
He's the opposite of Man.
Right.
Batman.
He gets turned into a bat.
Or isn't it the man who gets turned into a? Or is it
It's
the
what
bat that gets
is.
turned into a man?
No, it's a man that gets turned into a bat.
Well, that's just whatever.
Yeah.
Well, then that's also just Batman.
Yeah, isn't that
Pretty much, yeah. But he's called Man.
Well, Batman didn't. Batman chose to become the Bat.
Right, and he's
But
still
like
a man.
Man Bat just is like he got mutated.
Man Bat is like actually
You,
a bat.
you merely adopted the Bat.
It's like
I was-
werewolf, you know.
I was
Man Bat.
changed
I think
into
I
it.
had some kind of Batman book as a kid because I'm getting these vivid flashbacks of like these scenes from a Batman or a Superman book or something that like of like him bashing Batman through like a wall or something, and there was like gross liquid everywhere. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Like
You mean blood?
I'm having no. It was a
It's
green.
gross.
It was green.
Oh, I don't know.
Batman's
know.
blood is green.
I had some kind of Batman book. I can't remember whatever. Yeah, Man Bat's pretty cool vibes wise. Again, I don't know his back. I think
I think you'll like him more once you play Arkham Knight.
It's Man Bat. Yeah, I'm excited for Arkham Knight.
But we don't actually have to rate him because
Yeah, that's okay.
yeah,
He's a side quest character. I heard that Arkham Knight is also runs really poorly on Switch, so
Oh, great.
we'll see how that goes.
It is
but-
a much beefier game, so
yeah, but Switch 2 maybe
yeah.
come different. All right, the final one I wanted to do is Le Epic Batman, because isn't Batman?
What about
almost a
Ra's al
villain?
Ghul?
Ra's al Ghul. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
I never
yeah,
really cared about Ra's al Ghul.
I don't like him either, but he's a pretty big villain.
I
know?
guess so. I never heard of him until
Well, so I've never really understood him. I guess
he's
just kind of like
he's immortal, right? Like that's the thing.
I think yeah, and then he
I
like
never heard of him before the.
he also
games.
like trained Batman. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Who?
Ra's al Ghul.
Oh.
Ra's al Ghul?
At least in the Dark Knight trilogy, he's the one that like trains Batman to fight like how he fights.
Yeah.
And stuff, which is kind of cool.
It kind of sounds like a dish. How's your
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul? Oh, that's Batman who laugh. Oh, yeah, the Robins are gross.
Yeah.
But and he's immortal.
And yes,
right?
he's taking
and he
over
wants to
worlds.
get like Batman wants to just like not die from the disease in city, so he goes to Ra's al Ghul, right? That was the idea of that whole arc.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Which I was coming off the Penguin arc. My brother and I could just not stop talking about how good the Penguin arc was. We were
Yeah.
like talking, and like the Solomon Grundy fight at the end, like that was so. And then we were
What
just
was
like,
what was the song?
Solomon Grundy.
Indeed.
My brother and I wrote like a melody to that song. We were like
Yeah.
singing it around the house, or it's
Yeah.
like Solomon Grundy born on a Monday.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's a banger, dude.
Yeah.
Absolute banger. But yeah, I'm glad you remembered that because
Yeah.
I thought that was just a dumb inside joke.
No,
Yeah.
no.
So Ra's al
Yeah.
Ghul.
I don't even remember who that is, so I'm gonna just give him a 0 since I have no.
Oh,
Dang.
Well, I was gonna give him like a 6 or 7.
I'll give him a 5. He'll
5.
Well,
Well, Hunter Zero really brings it down. We're gonna give him
Since
a
I
4.
just don't remember who he is.
See, I'm doing these averages on the fly. They probably aren't
Yeah.
accurate. I'm just
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like I was listening to you guys like explaining about him, I just didn't know.
Yeah,
Who he was.
He's Ra's al Ghul.
I can't really give him
And
like
he had a
a
daughter who like Batman had a thing with.
Yeah.
Tabia.
Well, so you didn't talk about Poison Ivy.
Oh yeah.
Poison Ivy isn't on here.
How I didn't realize
Um,
that. Why have you?
I didn't put Catwoman on here because
That's the
never
other
found
one.
her interesting.
Catwoman, well, because Catwoman is also kind of morally gray. She's not really
Yeah.
much of a villain, but she's.
She's
always
in love
like
with Batman, isn't she?
well, I mean, who
Well,
isn't?
like-
Yeah.
She always kind of existed in her own like.
Or
You
at
know,
least certain versions of her are in love with Batman.
Yeah.
yeah.
I would say Catwoman and Harley are on like the same level for me. Well, maybe.
I think I like Catwoman more than
yeah,
Harley, at least.
Catwoman's probably more.
Because like Harley Quinn has things about her that bring her down for me, but Catwoman is just like I don't whatever,
'Cause-
Yeah.
Harley Quinn is more of like a with Joker, and Catwoman is like her own person. She's
Yeah.
more of like a solo character.
Now I will say Poison Ivy I find very cool.
Oh yeah.
Poison Ivy is pretty
Uh-huh.
cool.
Well, are we doing Catwoman or Poison Ivy
Cool,
first?
yeah.
I'm
What?
Catwoman or Poison Ivy first.
Poison Ivy.
Okay,
Because I
Poison
brought it
Ivy.
up first.
Sure.
So I like her whole,
Vibes. I don't like it,
being
the
a
word.
plant caretaker and
Yeah.
like loving nature.
And I heard about like that apparently her veins are like have chlorophyll instead of blood or
Yeah.
something like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like obviously
yes.
not realistic,
The
but like if you're
the flower lady that can control plants has chlorophyll in her veins because she's a plant, basically.
yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I think. Like,
Yeah,
that's a cool
that is
idea.
pretty cool,
Character
yeah.
idea. And she's green like a pistachio muffin, which every time I look at her, I just want a
Which I
pistachio
think-
muffin.
I don't know, is she
What?
That's not consistent across all iterations.
well no, she might be in multiple games, but I'm pretty sure I like her the most in Arkham Knight.
Oh.
She has like a really big role
she
in that
was
game.
in City. She like just served as a plot device for Catwoman to like do things.
Yeah,
But,
she has a huge role in Arkham
In
Knight. I
Asylum, she
remember.
has a really big fight too where she's like in a flower, and that was a really good boss.
I remember that.
That was like
cool.
one of the best bosses in that game, I think. But the bosses really got better in City.
Yeah.
And Hunter's trying to jump scare me, but it's not working.
Yeah. So I'll give her like a 7.
Yeah, I think a 7 or 8.
I'm gonna
is
send a
good.
really bad pixelated Chupacabra.
Chupacabra. Yeah.
What do you think about Poison Ivy?
I low-key think she's like an 8.
Yeah, I'll give her an 8.
What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? No,
Yeah.
She's a cool.
You're the only
she's
10 eyes.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, then Catwoman.
All right, Catwoman.
I can't believe I revealed the Batman, Catwoman.
Yeah, I feel like Catwoman's like a 6. You know,
Yeah.
she's
In what
interesting,
way?
kind of, but
Do you know what though? Like every time in that like Arkham City when I go switch to play as Catwoman, I'm like, I don't want to do that. I just want to keep playing as Batman.
yeah.
You know, I actually think that she's less interesting gameplay wise than Batman.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't have all the gadgets and everything.
Yeah, well, she kind of pounces on the walls. We have to play a little mini game every time you go on the wall.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's not as fun.
Yeah.
I just don't like when superhero games take away, like, make you play as someone else that's not the hero you're playing the game
Right.
for.
Yeah. Some people really like the idea of like having all kinds of playable characters, different movesets and stuff. But for
Mm-hmm.
me, it's like I want to get really attached to one.
What about in
In Spider-Man, the MJ missions, I hate those.
I like
I
those.
hate those.
Those are so cool to me.
Michael Jackson missions?
Yeah,
Michael Jackson missions.
Like,
were
You
so-
have to you have to perform, and you like do the
Dude.
moonwalk whenever you're like
I
trying to
want
get
to play
away.
that. That sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's my favorite
Um,
part of the game, actually.
Yeah, it's
No, I
really
wish
cool.
that's the version. I was
They should
talking
make
about.
well, these are like a DS. They should make an actual like a Michael Jackson platformer where you like have all his moves or dances that you can do.
Yeah.
It's, like that'd be cool.
Yeah.
What? You just keep punching yourself?
What?
It's a Family Guy joke.
Oh,
Oh well.
okay.
Family
What
Guy.
are we ranking Family Guy on the list?
All right, let's do top
Family
10
Guy?
Family Guy funnies.
Yeah.
even at my lowest, I'm a Family Guy.
Yeah.
All right, but what do we give Catwoman?
I gave her a 6.
Okay, 6.
I give her a 7.
I'll give her 6.5.
Okay.
All right, and now for Batman, because do you know what?
I think he's a 0 out of 10.
Here's
'cause
what
he
is
sucks.
so like. I knew so little about Batman. I knew like such vague things about Batman before playing the games. I didn't even know about his no killing rule until I played that game.
Yeah.
Because in the Lego games, he kills all kinds of people.
Yeah.
Honestly,
He really like.
Yeah.
the things that he does to the people in the games, I would rather him kill them instead.
Well, right. Well, the rule isn't that he can't, like.
He doesn't
Mutilate
torture-
them
right.
and ruin their lives.
But the rule is that he can't kill. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
The issue
Well,
with
because if he kills, he's like as bad as the Joker, you know.
Or as bad as the people who killed his parents.
Right.
But the thing is here, right? You look at half the things that he does to the people. He like breaks their necks.
Mm-hmm.
They're paralyzed for life.
Right. But he didn't kill them.
But he didn't.
That's the point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would rather be dead at that point.
I guess.
Well, then maybe he's maybe that's points for him being a villain. That's why he's on the villains list. See, it
He's a very tragic
Also,
hero.
it's-
yeah, for sure.
Also with Spider-Man,
What about
does
him?
the
We're not
same-
talking about Spider-Man.
he does the same thing. They both do like the same type of deal. It's like, oh, I don't kill people, but I'll like brutally burn them and destroy
burp
them.
at them.
I would say Spider-Man less so though. He's usually
Yeah.
a little more careful.
Batman is like I remember seeing the trailers for the Batman. He was just like, I mean, like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, cause to me, I was so used to Marvel movies, and those are so like sanitized.
Yeah. But I mean, character-wise, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's
Batman's a
great.
great character.
I mean, it's the
I think
reason-
I think he's the worst character.
He's the reason that like I feel like the series took
Yeah.
off so much. Like,
Yeah.
the reason it got
Well,
so
he
popular.
wouldn't. The series wouldn't exist. If
Well,
it
right,
wasn't
but I
for
think there are a lot of like things out there where like the series got like Phineas and Ferb is mostly popular because of Doofenshmirtz and Perry. You know?
Right.
Like obviously Phineas and Ferb are great, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 10. I think he's a really
Yeah.
well written
10.
character, one of the bestest characters.
10, obviously.
And with that, is everything.
That's
All
all
the-
of them.
it's not all the villains, obviously.
No,
like,
there's a million of them.
like
but
like my brother likes Killer Moth. I don't know anything about Killer Moth.
I don't either.
Who?
Because they have a really minor role in like one of the comics, but he's like really obsessed with Killer Moth. So I said Killer Moth. I said it like 7 times. And Red Hood is another one my brother.
I
really
wasn't like meaning like I was rhetorical.
Oh, I
like,
see.
I don't know who
We didn't
he
talk about the
is.
Joker. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Wait,
Kinda
you
didn't have
just
him
said Red Hood? Red Hood is cool.
Red Hood is cool, but I don't know anything about him. I gotta
Oh
watch it.
well, Arkham Knight isn't on this list, but he's up there with like the Riddler and Scarecrow for me.
Oh, Red Hood.
No, Arkham Knight,
Oh, I thought, man, I didn't
like
even
the Arkham Knight.
the Arkham Knight,
Which
Knight
is
of
not
Arkham.
Batman.
No, he's not.
Is Arkham Knight? So I know Arkham City is like a free roam, but it's not all of Gotham. It's just that.
Arkham
city.
Knight is like like Gotham.
Yes, I'm so
Like
excited.
you
That's
have
really
the
exciting.
Batmobile. You get to drive around.
I heard that's very divisive.
Arkham Heroes.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked the Bat. I like the Batmobile.
No, I mean I'm looking forward to it. That's the one thing where I was like, I just want to like ride the
Well,
Bat plane,
I
Batmobile
guess
or something.
I guess it's very like there are so many missions where you have to use the Batmobile,
Right, yeah,
and
that's
like
what I've heard. It's
the
like-
combat isn't the best in it. But I love driving around. The
Yeah.
physics in the game, you can just like drive
That's what I'm
through
excited
stuff.
for, just like smashing things.
Yeah.
Dude, I played the. Have you ever played or seen the Lego DC game? Lego
I
DC.
think so, yeah.
My brother and I would like make our own characters in that game and like drive around the entire map for hours, like just like crashing into things and
Yeah.
smashing, like destroying each other in their cars.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good. It's so childish, but it's just like,
Yeah.
like I could sit there for hours with it. Yep. But yeah, that's Batman. Play the song. Oh
yeah.
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 And then as that song is playing, we'll say this: 3,
2,
2, 1.
Peace out, media junkies.